Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, bus driver gunned down in Spanish Town. A bus driver was gunned down along Burke Road in Spanish Town, St. Catherine on Wednesday morning. The deceased has been identified as 37-year-old Michael Miller of King Street, Spanish Town. According to reports, around 8:05 a.m., Miller was standing near a plaza on Burke Road when he was approached by two men, one of whom was armed with a gun. Miller attempted to flee but was shot by the gunman. He was hit and collapsed onto a stall. The police were called and Miller was transported to the nearby Spanish Town Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. No motive has been established for his killing. The Spanish Town Criminal Investigation Branch is probing the matter. 40 Ball arrested and charged after more than a year on the run for Kingston shooting. After more than a year on the run, the police on Tuesday charged a man in connection with a November 2023 shooting on Lisanto Road, Kingston. He is Kimarley Lewis, otherwise called 40 Ball, a resident of the community. According to reports from the Central Police, around 9:30 a.m. on the day in question, Lewis, allegedly armed with a handgun, entered the premises and fired 2 rounds of ammunition in the vicinity of 2 men. An investigation was launched. Lewis was later arrested. Following a question and answer session in the presence of his attorney, he was formally charged on Tuesday with assault at a common law, using a firearm to commit a felony, possession of a prohibited weapon, and unauthorized possession of ammunition. A court date is being arranged. Alleged gang member charged for brutal murder. A man who police said is a top-tier member of the 33-lane gang from Waltham Park Road, St. Andrew, has been charged in connection with a murder committed in the community in January. Andrew Watson, otherwise called Luther, a 38-year-old farmer from Waltham Park Road, is charged with the brutal murder of 21-year-old Jonathan J.J. Martin, who resided at 33 Lane. Watson is charged with murder, possession of a prohibited weapon, and unauthorized possession of ammunition. Investigators revealed that around 8 p.m. on Friday, January 10, several men confronted Martin at his residence and demanded that he leave the area. The group then beat him with boards before chasing him along Brotherton Avenue, where he was shot and killed. The perpetrators escaped on motorcycles. Residents summoned the police, who found Martin's body along the roadway with gunshot wounds to the head and the leg. Police transported Martin to the Kingston Public Hospital, where doctors pronounced him dead. Upon processing the scene, lawmen retrieved the 16.9mm spent casings. Following intensive investigations by the detectives from the St. Andrew South Division, Watson was held and taken into custody. He was interviewed in the presence of his lawyer and charged on Tuesday. Businessman charged for Cinnamon Crescent St. Andrew fatal gun attack. Detectives have charged the 26-year-old businessman Jason Monroe, otherwise called Mooney, of Kingsley Avenue and Lemon Lane in St. Andrew for the fatal shooting of a man along Cinnamon Crescent in February. Monroe is charged with murder, wounding with intent, and multiple firearm-related offenses. The deceased has been identified as 27-year-old Warren Grant, otherwise called Zeeks, of Hill Avenue in Kingston 11. He was killed on the afternoon of Tuesday, February 25. According to the police, Monroe, armed with a handgun, opened the fire on Grant while he was sitting along the roadway. Grant attempted to escape but was chased and shot multiple times, causing him to collapse. Another man who witnessed the incident threw a stone at Monroe, according to the police. In response, Monroe allegedly opened fire on the man, hitting him in the abdomen before fleeing in a waiting motor vehicle. Grant was transported to the Kingston Public Hospital, where he succumbed to his injuries. The injured man was admitted in stable condition. Monroe was later arrested, interviewed in the presence of his lawyer, and formally charged on Tuesday, March 4. Blind man denies selling stolen camera bulbs in downtown Kingston. A visually impaired man accused of selling stolen camera bulbs in downtown Kingston pleaded not guilty when he appeared in the criminal division of the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on Tuesday. The complainant, a businesswoman who installs the security cameras, had reportedly stored the bulbs at a property in Vineyard Town, eastern Kingston. The accused, Leonard Prendergast, was allegedly found in downtown Kingston selling bulbs that contained the cameras with the complainant's packaging bearing her company's telephone number and the logo. Prendergast, who appeared in court without an attorney, denied knowing the bulbs were stolen. "I sell bulbs. Bulbs maintain me. I sell all kinds of bulbs, not just camera bulbs. I have a variety," he told the presiding judge, Sanchia Borrell. He continued, "On January 28, I was at my stall selling when a friend told me someone wanted bulbs. I went over to the person and he asked me how much for camera bulbs. I told him the price and he picked them up, feeling them. I said this is a camera bulb and gave him the price. He said he needed them. I told him I had 3 bulbs because I bought 4, and he asked me if they were stolen. I said I didn't know, but I bought them. He then told me they were stolen. That's when he took me and charged me." Judge Borrell, however, informed the accused that despite his blindness, he should have exercised due diligence in ensuring the goods were not stolen. "You need to find a way to check and ensure that you're not getting involved in shady dealings. It's an additional burden, but it's one you must take on if you're a blind man selling bulbs," she said. Attorney at law Vincent Wesley argued that Prendergast should be treated differently due to his physical disability. "Your Honor, he needs to be treated differently. He cannot be treated like I would be as a sighted person. The question should be asked, what responsibility did he have when negotiating? Based on the evidence the Crown has presented, it is insufficient to determine whether he had any criminal intent," Wesley said. Sissoko lists the Trelawney man as a person of interest. The Center for the Investigation of Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse has listed 41-year-old Cleon Buckle, otherwise called the Cassava Piece 876, or Bucky, of Gravel Lane in Albertown, Trelawney, as a person of interest. Buckle is being asked to report to the Sissoko office at the Ulster Spring Police Station in Trelawney. Investigators from Sissoko believe he may have information that can assist them in an ongoing investigation. Individuals with information regarding Buckle's whereabouts are being asked to contact Sissoko at 876-926-4079, Crime Stop at 311, or the nearest police station. District Constable granted bail after being caught with ganja at Horizon Remand Center. A district constable who was reportedly caught with ganja at the Horizon Adult Remand Center on Spanish Town Road was granted bail in the sum of $300,000 when he appeared in the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on Tuesday. Robert Campbell, 25, who appeared before Senior Parish Court Judge Sanchia Borrell, has been charged with dealing in ganja and bringing prohibited articles into a correctional facility. Reports indicate that on February 21, Campbell, who is from Point Hill, St. Catherine, was getting dressed for duty in the barrack room of the correctional facility when a small parcel fell from his pocket. He reportedly stepped onto it quickly, which aroused the suspicion of a supervising corporal. The corporal then called for another officer and instructed that Campbell and his knapsack be searched. During the search, a package containing 4.18 ounces of vegetable matter resembling ganja, vegetable matter resembling tobacco, a USB cable, $20,650 in cash, a pack of Rizla, and a lighter were discovered. When cautioned, Campbell reportedly told the police that an inmate had threatened him to smuggle the items into the facility. He has denied the allegations against him. He indicated that he came to work, left his shoes in the barracks, and usually used the bag to store his change of clothes. He said he wasn't aware the items were inside, Campbell's attorney said. Campbell is to return to court on May 15 for a case management hearing. As part of his bail conditions, Campbell is required to report to the Point Hill Police Station every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. He was also ordered to surrender his travel documents, and a stop order was imposed. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.